Hey Math On students, Mr. Van here. This is day 6 and the cool down called acetaminophen. So, here's a graph showing the amount of caffeine in a person's body measured in milligrams over a period of time measured in hours. So, caffeine in milligrams, time in hours. We are told that the amount of caffeine in the person's body changes exponentially, which we can see. There's this nice little curve here. That's definitely not linear. Now the graph includes a couple of points. We got 0, 200, and 1, 180, and 2, 162. So that tells me that after 0 hours, we had 200 milligrams. After 1 hour, we had 180. After 2, 162, and so on and so forth. Now, a couple of things here. We can use the graph to find out what fraction of the body, or what fraction of caffeine remains in the body after each hour. All you have to do is take this number, 180, and divide by the original. So 180 over 200, which you could reduce down to 9/10. So we have 9/10 of what we had left after 1 hour. So after each hour, we have 9/10, which means we're losing 1/10 or 10% of the amount of caffeine each hour. So this right here is our growth factor, or decay factor in this case. So 180 times 9/10 would give us 162. 162 times 9/10 would be 145.8, and we just multiply by 9/10 again and again and again. So that's where this equation comes from. Remember, we've got y equals a times b to the x power, where a is your starting value and b is your decay factor. In this case, though, we're using a t. So y is equal to our starting amount of 200 times that 9/10 to the t power. Now, that brings us to the cool down, acetaminophen. What is the vertical intercept? What does it mean in this situation? 0 hours. How much? What is the fraction of the medicine? What fraction of the medicine remained after 1 hour? Well, how did we find what fraction of the caffeine remained after 1 hour? Write an equation that represents the amount of medicine A after T hours. You're going to have Y equals, actually A, because it's the amount of medicine is going to equal to A times B to the T power. Again, starting amount, growth or decay factor. If you have any other questions about this, please let me know. I hope this helps.